Hi. So I'm in North Carolina for my older brother's wedding. Stephen and Lindsay, I'm so excited for tomorrow. I know that I said it a bunch today, but like I mean it. I'm real pumped for tomorrow. And so I figured I would spend some time talking about like love and relationships and marriage and weddings and all that kind of stuff today because I think we've all actually been to a wedding together. Like not at the same time, but I've been to a wedding with each one of you. Because Joy, you and I went to Sarah Werner Herbine's wedding together, and Pamela, you and I went to Melanie's wedding together. We must have gone to another wedding together. And then Erin, I know that you and I have been at weddings together because so many of our friends from college got married, and so we've just done the rounds. I feel. And so we all kind of know how like a wedding goes. Like we know what the ceremony is and have opinions on what the ceremony should be. And then we know the reception with like the dancing and the toast and the open bar, like all that kind of stuff. So we know what to expect from like this day. And I think we also all know maybe not what to expect from a marriage, but we have ideas of like what a marriage would and should be and how that's different from like a regular romantic relationship. We all have our own conceptions of like what love looks like, and what a love that lasts a lifetime looks like. And there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of good ways to talk about it. I mean, people talk about finding somebody whose crazy matches yours, but that's really just finding somebody else who, like loves you. I mean, that's all love is, right? And I've been kicking around a couple different ideas of like what love means. And I mean, there's some that I find helpful and some that I don't. Like, I don't want to be the person that my husband wakes up beside every morning or is excited to wake up beside every morning, because that's just not going to be true, right? Like, there are going to be days where you are angry or tired or just in a bad mood. There's going to be days when you're apart, like it's just not an accurate reflection of life. Nor do I want somebody to promise to love me the exact same way for the rest of my life. Like, that's not what a marriage is. I don't want somebody to continue to love me the same way they do now, because a marriage changes over the course of a life. You're building something. You're building a life together. It's not just that I'm sharing my life with you and you're sharing your life with me. It's that you're making something. You're making something new in the world. And so I don't know if I love either one of those two ways of talking about it, but I kind of like the idea of being the person that my husband can't leave, which sounds unhealthy. But what I mean by that is that we live such a temporary life. And in our 20s, it's just kind of thrown in our face a whole lot. There's a lot of transition. There's a lot of going from place to place. There's a lot of changes. And it is hard to be in a relationship. It's hard to stay in a situation with people. It's just rough. And a lot of times it's easier to just like throw up your hands and be like, you know what? We tried. We did a thing. We had a nice run. Like, that's it. And like, not just with relationships, but like friendships, living situations, all sorts of things. Like, it takes work to fix something that's broken. And the thing about a marriage is that you're promised to put in that work. Like, this person matters so much to you that you're not going to leave them. This is too important to just walk away. So it's our attempt at making something permanent in our temporary lives. It's our shout into the void in that way, I guess. So Stephen and Lindsay, I hope you find a little bit of that permanency in our temporaneity tomorrow. I'll see you next week.